What is up, Babylonians? Dan was here, and today we're going to be looking at the 1984's classic Boulder Dash. Now, this has been remade many a times, but it has been remade once more as the Deluxe version. So this is the game where you're going to be going underground, digging up dirt, getting rid of the boulders around you, avoiding them, stopping them from falling onto your head, avoiding a range of creatures, as you can see around me. I believe these are all in the game. So you've got to avoid them so they don't kill you. Some of them, once you kill or destroy, will actually give you gems so that you can then finish the level and move on to the next one. So hopefully it's as fun as you all remember it. I have played, I believe, a version of this on the PS1. Not that I can find an official list stating that it was on the PS1, but whether it was a bit of a knockoff copy that someone had made. It was on a demo disc that had around about 40 other sort of indie games, I guess you could call it. And I do remember from the gameplay that I've played this so far, it's very similar, and boy, it was a lot of fun. So let's take a look at the video and see if this has actually aged well. So let's jump into some gameplay and see what it's all about. Well, the idea of the game is to sort of dig around the levels. So as you can see here, we're underwater apparently. So we're digging through the sand to get to the exit. But before you can actually get to the exit, what you need to do is collect these gems here. So the idea is to get as many, if not all of the gems if you can. The more gems you get, the more stars you get, which helps you progress through the game as a whole. But you only need to open the gate with a certain amount of gems per level. Like I say, you get those 3 stars, perfect. If you get each and every single one of the gems, so you can see you have a number actually within the game. So if we click on play now, you can see we have 0 out of 5. And there are actually opportunities to get more than the 5 gems, potentially, depending on the level that you're on. Like I say, with this one, we're just getting the right amount of gems, so we're getting the perfect scores, and that is getting us certain loot drops, I guess you can call it, within the game. So I believe this is completely different to the 1984 version. They have added in extra items in the game. So, for example, a little bit later on, you might see that we get some roller skates, which increases our speed by, I believe it's 5% for that one. So that's something that wasn't in the earlier games, to my knowledge. But it's something they've added to this to make it, I guess, that a bit more interesting and something to work towards with your gameplay. You're not just stuck doing the levels for the hell of it, really, or for high scores. So I would say you've got the timer as well. So the quicker you do the levels, the more or the higher the score you get. As you can see there, by destroying those crabs, we've now got 15 out of 13 of the gems, 17 out of 13. So you can't get more gems than you actually need, and that would just improve your score overall. So let's take a look at the actual in-game menu. So to me, it's not very intuitive. You can sort of take a guess at what certain things mean. So I'm going to guess that this first one here must be the character customization. So if we click into it, there we go. So select character. You can either go for the classic 1984 style character, or you can go for the modern one. And with this, you can then change the items that your character is wearing. I assume as long as you've unlocked them, but I don't know whether these are all come by default. So it's just, I mean, the hair doesn't really work with that, but let's just go with the green hat, because why not? From there, you've then got the second box, which I can only guess, is it stars? See what stars you've collected, maybe, or let's have a look. Oh, there we go. So it's actually what I mentioned before about the roller skates. So with this, you can select whether you want to have that movement speed or not. It's only 2% actually, but as you go on, get different items that you can equip. So this one, 10% treasure, hidden treasure chests, more time on the clock, etc, etc. So this is all based on items that you find within the game. Once you find them, you'll then start to unlock those items as well. Moving on to the next one, so I can assume this is some sort of shop. Yeah, so here we go. We use the golds that you collect. So by getting 3 stars in a mission, you'll get a certain amount of gold. I believe it's more. So if you get 3, you get more than if you got 2 stars, etc. Yeah, so you can buy power-ups, so dynamite, spyglass, which will tell you what to do, I believe. Freeze, which should freeze the enemies for you, and ×2 score. If we head on back, we've got the calendar looking thing here, so I think this is just checking your progress. So a lot easier way to see that you've got 5 out of 5 of the wheels for the four-wheeled roller skates, so that doesn't seem quite right to me. But yeah, just a way to track your progress and see what items you have. And then finally, we have the settings menu where you can change the brightness, you can change the resolution, which interestingly doesn't allow you to go down to my resolution. You can see that it's got more down there, but it's not actually allowing you to, so we'll cancel that. That seems very odd to me. We're in full screen as well, and we can move in and out of the screen, which doesn't make sense. VSync is there, anisotropic is on there, anti-aliasing is there, but there's no real sort of customization for how you want the graphics on there. You've just got your basic music, basic sounds, that's sound effects, reset game, the language controls, which is just showing you the controls. You can't actually click on any of these to change them. And then you've got the credits as well. So as a whole, it's not the got the leaderboards as well, which I don't know if you can see that actually with the recording, but no leaderboards are available. Same there. And I have no idea what that one's done, but as a whole, I don't think it's the most intuitive of menus. It doesn't really give you much detail on what things are. You have to click into them to find out. But then you've got the different levels. They don't really need explaining, I would say. You've got sort of, as you click into them, you can see this is going to be a sea-themed one. Then you just go along as well into other ones. So you've got the classic maps, and then also the bonus missions, which are quite challenging actually. But I had a quick go through number 1, I think, and couldn't work it out. Same with number 2. It is very difficult, but a lot of fun nonetheless. But as a whole, I'm not a big fan of the how do I get out of this now? Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of the menu itself. It's very cartoonish, very childish. I feel like give your menu some description. Let us know what each thing does. That'll make life a lot easier. I mean, you've got question marks on there. You can unlock early and whatnot. But just give it some labels, character customization, additional items, shop, treasure chests. Sorry, I missed that one out earlier, but there's nothing in there at the moment. So chests you'll find during levels. Progress, settings, leaderboards. Just ideally label them if you can. So, do I recommend you buying this game? Is it fun? Is it something that you would pick up and enjoy multiple times, or play it just the once and leave it to one side or uninstall? Well, I think those of you who have played the old 80s version, or 84, I keep saying 1984, which I'm pretty certain is correct, so correct me if I am wrong. But for those of you who have played that, I would definitely say it's a game that is worth picking up again just for that nostalgia. Something that you've obviously played before and want to play again, go for it. As a first timer to the game, I'd say it's more sort of aimed towards children. Especially the early levels are fairly simplistic to do. Could be a lot of fun for children. There's problem solving in it, so something that could be quite good for them. But as a whole, I probably wouldn't overly recommend this for someone who hasn't played and enjoyed the original. Unless, like I say, it's for kids. And then 100%, this game is something to keep them entertained. So 100% I recommend it for children, but not if, like me, 30-year-old, playing it for the first time. I would not recommend. Like I said, I have played a version of it in the past and I did enjoy it, which is why I sort of went for trying to get the key, because I thought it was something I'd absolutely love playing again, and it did bring back some good memories. But as a whole, I'm not overly impressed with it, especially due to the main menu. But again, it's your choice really. This is just my recommendation. So if you do want to play the nostalgia side of things, go for it. Otherwise, maybe steer clear. If you did enjoy the video, then please leave us a like. It really does help us out quite a lot. And if you didn't like it, then by all means, thumbs down, because when we know what you do and don't like, then we can continue to make the stuff that you do. If you haven't already, please subscribe and you'll get notifications as and when we upload more videos like this, or videos on other games such as Outriders and Hunt Showdown we're doing at the moment. But yeah, thank you for watching, and thank you to all of our supporters, all of our fans, and obviously our lover, Stay Husk. So keep yourself safe, keep yourself well, and we'll see you in the next video.